Well, this is the Guyana T10 Blast, match number 16. Essequibo Jaguars coming up against Essequibo Anacondas. It's an all Essequibo clash. Good morning to you wherever you are. Taking the broadcast from Malteenoes. Good sunlight this morning, lovely cool waft of wind drifting across Malteenoes in Georgetown, Guyana. News from the middle is that the Jaguars, they have won the toss and they're going to have a bat for us. Essequibo Jaguars, 4 matches, 2 wins, 1 loss. They're on 5 points. The Anacondas, they're on a real high. 4 matches, 8 points, perfect records. They have not lost a game so far. Yesterday, the Anacondas inflicted an 8-run victory over the Demerara Hawks, while the Jaguars' last match was against Berbice Piranhas. And you look up here, you see the individual matches there on the screen, and you've seen the results as well. It has been a tournament of excitement, and certainly wins and loses, and 2 abandoned matches as well. The Jaguars' last match was against Berbice Piranhas, and we've seen here Essequibo Anacondas against the Jaguars. We have had so far 77% of teams batting in the first innings winning. That's 10 from 13. So the playing 11, we have Essequibo Jaguars, Kemal Savory, Ashmead Ned, Carlos LaRose, Chanda Paul Hemraj, Dimitri Cameron, Dwayne Dick, Jomel LaFleur, Leon Andrews, Mavendra Dindial, Niall Smith, Shemroy Barrington.
The Essequibo Anacondas, taken from Anthony Adams, Abdul Ramsami, Alvin Mahabir, Bruce Vincent, Joshua Jones, Kevin Moody, Tracy Mickle, Raymond Perez, Thaddeus Lovell, Tulsi Rampremnath. And so that balance is there in the Jeet. Good day to everyone. I'm Matthew Kissoon. Yes, great balance and great expectations with the Guyana Cricket Board sponsoring this tournament, the T10 Blast. Certainly, it will be something to watch along the way because there are a number of other matches to be played as well. So the contest is getting even more exciting.
Yes, started a little slow, but then as the tournament progressed, the excitement picked up. A number of players getting their names under the runs column, the wicket columns as well. This promises to be a very good match. Anacondas unbeaten so far, and of course, led by Anthony Adams. They have done a great job. So we're about to witness the first delivery here at Malteenoes. The 2 openers are already out in the middle. So it's going to be Abdul Ramsami. That's Leon Andrews. He's going to take the first delivery. So here we go, match number 16. Yeah. This time looking more comfortable. The last game he played, the first ball, Andrews' face, he just dipped it straight into the hands of mid-off. Certainly Matthew is going to learn from that experience.
Plays for the Guyana Defence Force in 2nd Division, 1st Division cricket. I think he's a captain. Gets his first run. So the Jaguars versus the Anacondas. Well, it's an all Essequibo affair, basically. We used to call it the Cinderella County. Do we still call Essequibo the Cinderella County?
No, those Cinderellas are wearing high heel shoes, lipstick and rouge and eyeshadows and so on. They're well taken care of.
And look at Chandra Paul Hemraj. He's been out of the picture for a while in the Jeet. Good to see him playing in this tournament, this format. He's the kind of guy that needs a lot of runs. 18, 17, 39, and 18. If I'm correct, his score so far hasn't done that badly, has he?
No, the only thing that he hasn't carried on, he has gotten good starts. Today is a different day. Just feeling things out. A little bit on the short side. Kept a trifle low, allowing Hemraj of getting a single. And always that feeling is good when you get off the mark.
And in T10 cricket, you've got to push the ball through when you're a spin as well. You don't try to give the ball too much flight at all because you're going to be hit very hard. And Malteenoes is such a small ground, they'll hit you into another building, another part of the city.
Bowl down, crashes into the off stump there. Misjudged it badly there, Andrews. And a second failure for the burly man. He has to come back. Abdul Ramsami has gotten the breakthrough in the first over. That's a big wicket to get early.
That's the thing about T10 cricket. It's so exciting that in the very first over, so much can happen. Let's have a look at the replay here. Tall man Ramsamy bowling round the wicket. That was good. That came on. That didn't turn the other way. That hustled onto him, and he had no answer to that. It was a quicker one, kept low, and that was the end of Andrews.
Well, I think that was the cardinal sin there by Leon Andrews. Neither back, neither forward, was found riveted there in the crease. And a delivery that pitched on a perfect line, a little turn, has gotten his man. So good breakthrough here for the Anacondas. Jaguars choosing to take for a strikeout in the middle and getting the early wicket.
And Anthony Adams is a very, very good cricketer. We saw him working as coach with the under-19s, both ladies and men. So he is always a very good cricketer, very active, very proactive guy, and a very humble guy indeed.
Barrington, 22 not, and 47. 47 was a good knock by him, but by his standard, he has been around for a long time. And, you know, his team needs him to stay out in the middle. He's an aggressive player. I suppose the T10 version does not give you the luxury there of playing in a few balls and getting your eyesight in. You have to stay in the pavilion and watch what's happening and learn.
Shamroy Barrington is playing on his home ground. He's a Malteenoes guy. Off the inside edge, down towards backward square. Looking for his first run, didn't get it.
Well, they should have taken a single there, Matthew. You have to be fleet-footed here. Teams losing by the barest of margin, 1 run. We have seen that happening twice. You want to ensure you score every single run. From the time he played that, they should have been scooting down that pitch for the single.
Yes, you talked about Barrington. He's been around for a long time. I know he's been out of cricket for a while as well, and Malteenoes has gotten his services again to help bring the fellas up, the youngsters up, nurture them, help to mentor them, especially in two-day cricket, first division, second division cricket. He's around, and his expertise is needed, his experience. He's a former Guyana player. He's going to get runs here now. And I'll go for 4. Hits the concrete drain here at Malteenoes, and the first boundary for the Jaguars, and it came off the bat of Shamroy Barrington. Let's have a look at that again.
Yes, 1 over gone. It's 6 for the loss of 1. That ball actually sandwiched the short backward square and the short, what would you call that? Well, in fact, there were 2 backward square, one towards the left, one towards the right. He picked the gap nicely. The long is quick, it's dry. It's going to run away down towards the boundary for 4. 6 for 1. They will consider themselves here, the Anacondas, picking up the wicket, and just 6 runs coming off the first over that they have won that little battle. So let's look at the fielding position, Matthew. The first 4 overs are where 2 fielders are allowed outside the circle. So teams will have to capitalize on that. Very important.
I have to be honest with you, Inderjeet. I'm not in agreement with that at all. I would have gone a different route in terms of field restrictions for T10 cricket. I like to improvise and think through this game of cricket carefully. And I would say the first over, 1 outside the 30-yard. The second over, 2 outside. From the 3rd to the 6th, I will have 3 outside. And from the 7th to the 10th, I will have 4 outside. That's how I would have done my playing conditions if I was planning the tournament. Well, because in T10 cricket, Jeet, you want a lot of runs. It's very short, 10 overs, you need runs. You need to get at least 10 per over. So you're looking at over 100. Any team should have to chase in excess of 100, at least, just over 100. That's my view in T10 cricket. It's exciting cricket, Jeet.
Yes, while you want the excitement, everybody has gotten their opinions. The organizers, the planners deciding to see 2 men allowed outside that 30-yard circle in the first 4 overs. Maybe we should not have any as well.
I would have gone with 1. That's the point. Just to make it more exciting, you'll get more runs scored.
And this is coming. Whoa! Bang! We had to take evasive action here in the commentary box. Well, that was it with awesome power. Has he something against you, Matthew?
I don't
He
think
was
so.
heading for you.
Something against Bruce Vincent for sure.
Well, boy, that was picked up and cracked with brutal force indeed. And that sound that you heard in the background there was when the ball cannoned onto the board that we call the facing. That's just at the edge where the zincs end here on the main pavilion.
But that's the Chandra Paul Hemraj we know of. That's the Chandra Paul Hemraj we know of.
Yes, and sometimes, he looks so good. Short again, and he's looking for that big swing. And a miss this time outside the line of the off stump there. Had a little bit more extra pace on that one.
It kept a bit low. That's the ball that sometimes gets him out as well, Jeet. Looking for that back foot pull shot. Wasn't there for the taking, but he's 7 from 3 deliveries, 12 for 1 in the second over. So Bruce Vincent being treated with disdain by Hemraj at 6. That nearly picked our heads off.
Well, I think you have a good feel for him, Hemraj. Slicing this one, a nasty bounce there for the backward point, and it fled down towards the boundary for 4. Came off the bat sweetly, not a catch, but I think the fielder there spared some thought for him, outdone by the awkward bounce, and it raced away lightning fast for another boundary.
Based on the way he plays, his technique, he provides a lot of runs in that area. Behind a point, square of the wicket on the offside, that's where he's very strong, Chandra Paul Hemraj.
Most vulnerable as well in that direction, several times caught down at backward point or at the square of a boundary. So he has to be careful here. So, a great test for the youngster Bruce Vincent. 6.4, where will this one go? Well, again, flirting with danger. Outside the line of the off stump, well bowled.
And isn't he weak in that area of his cricket, outside the off stump? The delivery that comes a little bit closer to him. So oftentimes he would nibble at it, he would get the edge, and so on. But we talk in T10 cricket here, and it's obvious you've got to improvise. You've got to look for shots from ball 1, unlike T20 cricket, where you can probably pace yourself a little after the first 1 or 2 overs, and then you pick up the tempo. In T10 cricket, you don't have that luxury in terms of time.
It has to do with the judgment. You can't be cutting with deliveries that's very close to you. Big drive in the air and a leap into the air there by Ushar Dev. Balgobin can't get it. Raced into the boundary for 4. Well, he threw his body at it, but he's never going to get even close enough, Balgobin. And that's crushed into the boundary for 4.
That was a beautiful stroke. I told Balgobin earlier before he went onto the field that, man, you're looking good. You seem to be losing some weight, getting the body in shape and so on. He's a nice youngster that plays for Everest. And he said, yes, He said, yes, Umps. You know, you refer to me as Umps because I'm an umpire. Yes, Umps, I'm working on it. I'm working on it. But that one there, that was a very difficult one for him to really try to really hold on to or even save.
Well, a short lifting goes through to the keeper. The end of Bruce Vincent over. 16 smacked off him. 2 gone, 22 for the loss of 1.
Good going, 11 per over. If you keep that sort of tempo, that run rate, obviously over 100, good chase for the team that has to bat last year. So that's what you want in T20 cricket. I understand that you've had some scores. The lowest has been 48. The highest so far has been, 148? So what happened maybe when the tournament started, the guys were just trying to warm themselves into things, and they didn't get the big scores. But now as the tournament picks up, they're going to get big scores. I believe that.
Yes, and some good batting for those big scores we are talking about. Quinton Sampson, the Sequibian, he smacked 83. That's the highest score so far in the tournament. Alex Algu with 80. Jonathan Fu with a 59. These are the guys that ensure. Hemraj looking good. He's 17 from 7 so far. His scoring shots all coming off the meat of the bat, and that's good to see.
Yes, the names you just called, those are big hitters of a cricket ball, and you expect them, once they get going, to get runs and to get them quickly as Mickle comes into the attack for his first over. 9 matches, 7 innings. He's picked up 10 wickets so far with a best of 3 for 22. Not bad at all from the young man.
Yes, I do agree with you.
So he's going to bowl right hand spin over the wicket. And they get a single here. A little bit of misfeeling. They're going to get a second now. Bad bit of work in the outfield there. That gave a second run.
Well, you can't be doing that. Alvin Mahabir did all the hard work, diving, stopping the ball, taking pace off it. And that was heading towards the boundary there. And then you just loosely given a single away out in the outfield.
Third man, backward point cover, extra cover mid-off. There's a long on, straight mid-wicket and a backward square. Wicket keepers have got to be on the ball every ball. Well, you expect that for every ball in any version of cricket, but when you're talking T10, T20, man, you've got to be spot on. He removed the bails quickly. The batter was in his ground. Nothing's wrong with that.
Yes, I think the key word here is remaining fit. And the shorter format of the game, you have to be very busy. Energy level has to be high as well.
Squared up as he played that shot off the outside edge along the ground for a single. Barrington. So the right-hand, left-hand combination. The Jaguars on 5 points before this game, if I'm correct, Jeet, they need some wins under their belt.
Yes, everybody will be looking for a win. You want to stay in contention for those semi-final places, third place playoff, and then the finals. So you want to get your name down there. 34 matches, 6 teams going against each other.
And this is why cricket has become even more famous worldwide. T20, T10, white ball cricket. A lot of ladies all over the world follow these versions of the game.
Yes, and Kwesi Mikkel's performance so far, he has gotten how much? 8 wickets. I think he has done good. He has done good with the bat as well.
Barrington backed away and he leant into that shot. Anticipated shot. One bounce over the boundary, 4 runs. He backed away, gave himself room to play that Mickle delivery, and he picked it up well and earned himself a boundary and a boundary for his team. The Jaguars 30 for 1. Good shot.
Well, this is what you want to see in the 4 overs that are power play. You want to get over the top, and he did that well. Did not pick it up the way that he wanted it. Slow off the pitch, but still had enough to go over backward square region.
Final delivery coming up. Off the outside edge, another boundary to Barrington. He backed away again, but this time he got it off the outside edge. Down through third man, picked up consecutive boundaries to him in this over, and that will push the total up and push the run rate up nicely for the Jaguars. 34 for 1, that's the end of 3.
Good scoring rate. They're scoring at 11.33. And you look at this, Hemrat 17 from 8. Barrington just beginning to pick up 15 from 7. Leon Andrews gone back for 1.
Ramsamy 1 for 6. Bruce Vincent none for 16 and Mickle none for 11. So far, 1 over piece for each. So Vincent has been expensive and Mickle, of course, 11. Ramsamy has been good, 1 for 6.
What's going to be interesting here, Matthew? How do you play this final over in the power play? You're already scoring at 11.33. Barrington set on 15 from 7. Hemrat set 17 from 8. Will they be looking to go for broke here now and you pepper the Anacondas bowlers, or you play it safely, do not lose another wicket? What would have been your strategy?
I will go for it. I will go for the big shots. Thaddeus Lovell is coming in for his first ball. So obviously in T10 cricket, what captains would do is probably give each bowler an over in the first 4, right, to feel them out and so on. So when you change bowlers, obviously the batters have to think differently now. But I will go after Thaddeus Lovell. He's a very good, talented player, good bowler, but guess what? I'll go after him for sure.
Yes, sir. And he's been very bubbly all over the place, a very fit young man, Thaddeus Lovell. Off the back foot, this is hammered through the wide mid-wicket region. A little bit of a football there by Joshua Jones. He's going to send the return in, and they will come back and complete two.
Jones is a Guyana Defence Force player as well. You know, he's a very exuberant sort of cricketer. Always excited. He
has the
loves
kind of
to be in the game.
He has the kind of body to defend those deliveries. Short and magnificently played, bisecting the backward point and the square cover, and it raced away to the boundary for four. This is the Chandrapal Hemraj of old.
A semblance of his best, basically, because if he plays, let's say, about 4 or 5 more shots like that, then you will see that Chandrapal Hemraj is in gripping form for his side.
Yes, and I like the look of him out in the middle there. He looks dangerous with the bat in his hand. His timing has been impeccable and good power as well. Well, had an opportunity there, I thought, but just missed out. Might have been beaten a little for pace, played a little bit late on it. But like you said, the intention is to make maximum use of this power play.
Didn't make any height onto him at all. That delivery, he was looking to pull it. It would have been what you call pulling it flat, but it kept a bit low. No bounce there on that occasion.
And he's going in the air. You're going to hear that cracking song again. Over the top of cover, square cover, and onto the roof here at Malteenoes. The second time he has visited this area so far today.
And he's going to cost the administration some expense here if holes are bored in the roof of Malteenoes here. But certainly you won't expect the ball to do that. Most likely you'll get some dents. But nothing is wrong with that. That was a big shot from Chandrapal Hemraj. That, again, we're saying that's what he's known for. And he's putting on a good treat here for his side and for the small crowd on hand.
As the man is on a mission here at Malteenoes. He's going after his man. Sliced away. One bounce and into the fence. Over third man. And Chandrapal gets another boundary. It's raining 4s and 6s at Malteenoes.
4-6-4. So he's doing his job. 33 from 13. Barrington admiring the shots from the non-strikers end. 50 coming up in the fourth over with 1 delivery left. That's what the doctor's orders. If you get 50 and the power play is not yet over, well, man, you're staring down the barrel of 150 if they don't suffer a collapse, a batting collapse.
So 16 runs already off this over. Short, didn't get it the way he wanted it. That's a dot ball. That's going to bring relief to young Thaddeus Lovell. 4 overs gone. 50 for the loss of 1.
What better can you ask for in the power play? 12.5 per over after 4. Man, you couldn't ask for better than that. You couldn't certainly ask for better than that. As you watch some of the players, well, some of the youngsters over at Transport Ground, they've got something going on there. They tend to have a lot of practice matches as well. Lenny and his team, you know.
There's a T10 Bash going on over there at Transport Ground. And you look at that, Hemraj 33 from 14, Barrington 15 from 7, Leon Andrews gone.
Yeah, and 1 for 6 for Ramsamy in the first over he bowled. So he's a key man. He's got another over up his sleeve. But 50 for 1, certainly what the Jaguars would want against the Anacondas, because they're reigning right now with 8 points. They haven't lost a game in the Jeet. It's time to put a dent in that record and let them come out with a loss today.
Well, that's the thought of the Jaguars when they decided to bat first after winning the toss this morning, putting runs on the board, and they feel they can defend whatever that score is. Joshua Jones has been introduced into the attack. I loved it yesterday. Watched him from the long run. Rhythmic, puts in an effort, but he was battered and bruised by Quinton Sampson. I think 33 runs knocked off his over. Ball went into tutorial with a frequency that was frightening.
Oh, he didn't play yesterday, G.
I beg your pardon, it was actually Tyndall I'm talking about.
Does he look similar to him?
No, not at all. They're totally opposite.
Right, the Guyana Defence Force player. Very long run-up, actually. 4 runs. First ball. Shamroy Barrington for you. Enjoying his home ground. And that was blasted for a boundary. And I think he's just about a gentle medium, if there's any way to describe that delivery. And he was put over extra cover nicely.
Well,
Barrington will do that any day.
What you want now, Matthew, you look at Joshua Jones' current form against the Hawks, 2 overs, 2 for 27. He's not bowled badly at all in this year's tournament, but we'll want to ensure he cramp Barrington for room there. You don't want to give him balls outside the off stump. He's going to go after them. Just get it more close to the pad area. There is some vulnerability there for Barrington. No width, no room.
Yes, his first ball was a bit too short. A bit better, wide of the off stump. Barrington again was looking to put that over the extra cover area. He missed the shot.
Well, if you're going to go for those delivery that is sprayed wide of the off stump, just look at some videos how Andre Russell plays those. You have to come across very early. Normally plants one of the legs down when he gets here, Andre Russell, and look to pepper that backward point, third man region.
And you're calling a name, would he be in your World Cup squad?
Of course he will be there. There's no doubt about that.
Through the offside again. Didn't time that well. I think he got it from the bottom of the bat, bottom inside half of the bat. And it bounced away again into the offside. He picked up a single there, 20 from 10 now. So a nice looking scorecard so far for the Jaguars. Just lost the 1 wicket in Andrews, bowled by Ramsamy for 1 in the very first over. It was 2 for 1 then. And these two put together 53 runs so far for the second wicket. And we are into the field restriction scenario where you can have 4 outside the 30-yard circle.
The partnership between Hemraj and Barrington.
53 from 23.
Yes, and the contribution of Hemraj, 32 from 13.
And Barrington just 15.
Yes.
So,
but he has picked up in the last couple of deliveries.
He has. And Chandrapal Hemraj has done the bulk of the scoring. And why not? He's got those deliveries to put away. He's a class player. And when he gets going, one to admire. I suppose he wants to get himself back into the Guyana side in the JIT.
Yes, he's too much of a talent to go by the weight side. And this time a short delivery and tugged it away down towards forward square, and it went away upon pitching on the ground, down maybe towards a backward square position. They got the single, but the intention wasn't there. The intention was to go over forward square.
A fundamental area of Chandrapal Hemraj's cricket is also his fielding, his fitness and his fielding ability. Those are areas he would want to continue working on to be that player that can get himself back into Guyana's side. Why not? He was there before. The right-hander is on strike and gets a wide. Umpire Digar is from your area, Mike Coney,
yeah,
the big man.
That's a cowboy from Perseverance at Mike Coney. Look at his hat.
Look at the replay. Bounce, but wide of the off stump.
Well, Barrington ensured that his presence is recognized. Came down the track. The bowler was trying to hide it. Bowled it wide outside the line of the off stump. Very preferring a wide than to see him banged away.
Shiv Sankar is from the West Coast. He's at square leg. And gets a no ball now. That's above the waist, and it's even wide in the JIT.
Well, how many runs have come off this over so far? We'll check that for you. 8 runs. This is his first over. Not a bad over whatsoever. He had a wide and a no ball. And just need to recuperate a little there. Understand what's happening. You have seen balls belted out of the ground. You have seen boundaries scored. Sometimes there are little butterflies in the stomach.
True. I think he's trying to mix it up, which you always would want to do as a bowler in these formats, whether T20 or T10. But he just didn't get it right the last 2 deliveries. This time it's better. Better delivery. Outside the off stump, Barrington again in that crouching manner of his, looking to slash it through the offside, and the ball went over the bat.
Did not made use of the free hit whatsoever that he was given there. Missed out on that one. So far turning out to be an excellent over with 1 delivery remaining here. That's brilliant fielding there by Alvin Mahabir. Watch the ball all the way into the hand and then cocks the arm, threatened to throw. 5 overs gone. Half of this innings is finished. 58 for the loss of 1.
11.6 is the current run rate. Not bad at all. 34 to Hemraj and 20 to Barrington. So they both done well. You look at the innings of some of the players. Samson, high score of 83, so he's got 172 runs. Hemraj 125 with a highest of 39. Algu 119 with 80 his highest. Barnwell 100 runs, 72 his highest. So you look at those top 5 there, and then you look at the wickets column where Sammy Pamal with 9, Tracy Mickle 8, Garfield Phillips 7, Devon Lord 7, Barnwell 6, and Torrington 6 as well. Ashwin Ned 6 as well. And then you've got 5 for Sami, Ali Mohammed, and Atoramani. So when you look at that, wickets going to those who you expect to take wickets.
The number
as
of
well.
4 smacks so far this season has been huge, and so too the 6s. And you look at that, 161. Hemraj 12, Akshaya Prasad 11, and Ivan is in the mix as well.
Pajita 165 sixes. So the 6s have been even more than the 4s.
Yes, and many of those 6s at Meta Mirzurg went into the cemetery. Here at Malteenoes, many of the 6s and the balls might very well be over a tutorial high.
Dead men playing with balls at Metamizor. Wow, very interesting.
Must have something to do on moonlight nights.
Adams, his 17th game, and comes into the attack. Over number 6, he will bowl. And we know that he's good. He's a good cricketer. Look at his overs and wickets. 2 against Demar Hawks. And then 1. So 3. Lofted high. Oh, brilliant, is it?
Yes, that's level down on the boundary. Judged it well. Took a fall on the ground. He wouldn't mind that. Those baskets of hands that he has came out and ensure he had that gold inside. That's a cricket ball. Great effort. And Hemraj has to go. Let's look at that again. Running away, took it, tumbled and held it with one hand. Actually, great effort to see the dismissal of Chandrapal Hemraj. Hemraj caught Lovell of Anthony Adams. And he has played a good innings. He has set the tone for the rest to come. This is the way T10 is being played. Sometimes you get off with it, sometimes you do not. Good breakthrough. Kemal Savory, the skipper, is coming out on the middle. His strike rate has been 96 so far. And he has held the innings on so many occasions, has captained his team well. So when you come down to the closing stages, the worst thing you can want to happen to you is to lose too many wickets frequently.
Nice partnership, 56 runs, and Hemraj contributed 34 from 16 deliveries. You look at Savory's current form. Being
27
shown
has been his highest. That was the first match that he played. And then tailed her off a little. Will want to come good today.
Yeah, he's a key man. He needs to get runs. We know that he's done well in the just concluded regional 4-day tournament. That lovely 100 he got. So he's got the talent, Kemal Savory. But Adams picking up a wicket with his first ball. And that's what you expect from your strike bowler. In any team, for that matter.
Yes, and 2 high-class Esequibians will be going after each other here. Anthony Adams, left-arm spinner, and Kemal Savory.
Lobbing that in the air a bit.
Nothing wrong with it. Nobody there. So he can play those kinds of shots. He was looking, though, to get it on the ground, but lobbed in the air. At this stage of the game, you do not expect anybody to be in that position.
Yeah, what you call the feel-out shot. First ball, no one was there, and that was easy. Got himself off the mark. I think Barrington is left up to Barrington in particular, too, who's been there from the start to basically go after the bowler now.
Yes, now, this is a matchup that you have to be very sensible with here. You have just seen the fall of Chandrapal Hemraj. You do not want to lose another wicket here. Now, that's a great cricketing shot over the top of extra cover. will not reach the boundary. Perez went after it and sent a strong return. Had the keeper Bodie running away. But the intention was good here to hit the left arm spinner with the ball moving away from him over the top of extra cover.
Yes, picked up 2 there. He was looking for that boundary. He's hit 4 fours in his knock so far. I think we'd want to end his innings if it ends with a couple of 6s as well. Brilliant. Brilliant shot from Barrington. It's heading out towards the boundary. 2 fielders giving chase. And Jones gets onto the ball first. They come back for 3. Good running. Remember, it's a small ground as well. So good running in the context of this ground being that small. They picked up 3.
And that shot reminds me of the ladies in the kitchen, Matthew. Preparing a sandwich, you're putting the cheese between 2 slices of bread. That is exactly what he did with the cricket ball. There was the fine tall man on the backward point. And with all the ease in the world, delicate looking shot. Well played.
That's why people all over the world like your voice, you know, Jeet. They love your voice. The way you explain those romantic aspects of the game is fantastic. Savory on strike, the left hand. So it's still a right hand, left hand combination. And you'll get another run.
And this is smart cricket here by Anthony Adams. Took the pace off the ball completely. Just ensured that he held it back, floated it into the air. Not so much so for the batter to get under it. Brilliant piece of bowling.
We've lost the sunshine momentarily. Nice cool conditions now. Nice little crowd on hand at Malteenoes Sports Ground here in Thomas Lands. They've been privileged to have a lot of cricket play at this ground in recent times. You know, of course, a number of the grounds are unavailable because of the World Cup coming up. So they'll have practice matches going on at those grounds with the teams coming in for the World Cup. 6 matches in Guyana, including a semi-final. Tickets go on sale from tomorrow, we understand.
None for the final available.
None
That's
for the
sad news.
Very interesting indeed. And I understand the semi-final here at Guyana, only the party stand tickets are available. Very interesting.
Oh, that's nicely played by Barrington. Just getting out towards the deep backward square. Joshua Jones is like Usain Bolt after it. He gets there and sends the return. Well done, Joshua Jones. Given a little pat there by Ushardev Balgobin.
2 very interesting guys chasing the ball. And, you know, the crowd enjoyed it for that moment. 67 for 2, 6 overs gone. Barrington 27, Savory 2, and that run rate is 11.17.
Yes, and you look at Ushardev coming back to his fielding position now, and all smiles. Leon Andrews went for 1. Hemraj 34, 3 fours and 3 sixes. Barrington is there on 27 from 16. Savory just come out in the middle, 2 from 2. 67 for 2. 6 overs gone. Over number 7 is going to be started. And you look at Abdul Ramsami. 1 for 6 was a good first over. Bruce Vincent, 16 off his lone over. None for 11 from Kwesi Mickle. None for 16 from Lovell. Joshua Jones went for 8. Good over by him. Not a bad over by Anthony Adams, picking up 1 for 9. So Abdul Ramsami now will return after that good first over.
So they've used, what, 6 bowlers so far, if I'm correct? And Ramsami's been good, 1 for 6, as well as Anthony Adams, 1 for 9 from their first overs. So not bad at all. And he'll bowl his second over. That's swung away. That's gone over the backward square area and into the boundary for 4. I make that. So that's 71, a boundary there to Kemal Savory. And he needs a lot more.
Well, that was hit very hard over the top of mid-wicket. Diving effort by the field on the boundary area. Couldn't get there. I think that's Alvin Mahabir. Yes, brilliant effort, but just couldn't get there.
6 runs from 3 balls, 1-4. So strike rate is good, 200. Taken on the pad. Looking to swing again into the leg side. They come through for a leg by. Balancing on the left leg is the umpire, Degar. Big man who can outdo any youngster at his age. Very strong man.
You mean
He
with
hails from-
everything in this life, he can outdo anybody?
Maybe not everything, Jeet. A lot of stuff, especially
Yes.
in the fitness department.
Good
He's a very
fella.
fit guy.
Good human being, umpire Gavin Degar. But we've seen on several occasions, batsmen prefer to stretch and swing, bowlers pulling back the length a little and outfoxing the batters. We want to see them come down the track, reach to the pitch of the ball. That's the way you're going to play spin and get over the top.
Barrington on strike. Misses out.
You look again there, Matthew?
Yes.
Just stretching and a big swing. I think the technique there is not good. I mean, he's been there for a long time. Watch the ball, calculate when you come down the track, get under it. And if you're going to play like that and you have smart bowlers, you're going to miss on numerous occasions.
In the context of the game, a brilliant delivery from Abdul Ramsami. Nothing came off of it. Good bit of work by the keeper. It was close to the off stump. And Barrington looking to give himself room, and he missed out.
Yes, he's the elder brother, Abdul Ramsami. The younger one is Zainul Ramsami. So the Ramsamis are very prominent.
Bowling round the wicket. Barrington is punching that into the offside. And they get a single.
It's a good-looking shot as well, but that area is protected. And Lovell is there. He don't miss those. He has been brilliant in the field, Thaddeus Lovell. And this has brought the left-hander back in strike now. Will he be aiming to go over mid-wicket? Or will he be going over long on? Wally's high in the air, and Ramsami takes the catch. He was aiming for the mid-wicket fence, went high in the air, and the catch has been taken. And Savory has to go. Look, big swing of the bat once again. Didn't get the connection that was necessary. And the skipper has to come back to the pavilion. Ramsami gets his man, and he continues to bowl well here. Savory, just a little word of advice to Dwayne Dick as he makes his way out in the middle. 1-4 in that little innings by Savory. Barrington is still there, 28 from 18, has slowed up a little as Dick comes out in the middle here. One delivery remaining over number 7. The scoring rate just coming down now to 10.68.
Yes, that's what you want. If you get that scoring rate to drop, well, that would be good. Dwayne Dick used to play for Guyana. I still think they have a team. He comes out, 10 matches on his belt. He's been around for a while. Himself, along with his dad, would have played. His dad would have mentored him well. Would have played for Guyana as well. Would have captained the team on a number of occasions, second division, and maybe first division as well. But look at that run rate, 10.68 G. We've got to keep our eyes on that. Because for my money in T10 cricket, you've got to ask a team to chase over 10 and over.
And this is over square cover, down towards the boundary for 4. Force ball up. Wow. Good shot.
Brilliant. It was there for the taking. Look at that on the replay. Tossed up nicely, and he leant into it. Square of the wicket and picked up a boundary. That's what you want from someone like Dwayne Dick, coming at number 5 in the order.
And you look at those high-rise buildings we've been talking about there. The last 2 overs, look at them. Over number 6 and over number 7. Bordering just around 9 runs and over from those 2 overs. That has actually helped to pull back. And Matthew, look at those bars as well.
Yes, very interesting. Just that long bar there at the top. So it says that the Anacondas have been able to more or less contain the batters after Chandrapal Hemraj went, of course. And now it puts them in a nice, interesting position. They can try to restrict the Jaguars to around 100, just under 100. Or if the Jaguars continue to bat a little bit freely with Barrington still there, they can get about 115, 120. That's slammed. Catch taken in the deep. That's the end of Shemroy Barrington. We're just talking about him. 28 from 18. Make that 28 from 19. Delivery 7-7 for the loss of 4. That's the 7th over gone, and they've picked up the 4th wicket, Jeet. That's what you want.
Yes, and straight down the throat there of Alvin Mahabir took a good catch. And Barrington, this is not the time for him to get out. I felt, that he should have been looking to get to the pitch of the ball once again, deep in the crease and looking to swing at it. Look at that one. That's how he has been playing all the while. Has some good shot in his innings, but I'm afraid he has gone back to the pavilion at a crucial time. So, Bhavendra Dindyal, the under-19 player in this squad, has come out into the middle. Has not had the best tournament so far, a strike rate of 81.52. Highest runs, 43 at 11 innings in T20 cricket. So he can hit the ball and hit it very, very hard indeed.
Yeah, very, very talented guy. 2, 4, and 10. He hasn't quite got going as yet from 3 games. But very talented, Bhavendra Dindyal. We know of him. He plays for GCC. Just completed the under-19 tournament, the male under-19 tournament, and they won the title Demerara. And he got 100 in one of those games. That was against Borbis, a single taken.
That's good running between the wicket here. They decided early they're going to go for the single, and they got the single. Anthony Adams, customary to see him bowl the over before the last. Now he is coming to bowl over number 8, and where he normally keeps them down. So far, fine over, a wicket and a single, but then there's still 2 overs to go after this one.
Yeah, and he's picked up 2 wickets so far. Pulled that one down, and it's smashed in the air, and that's gone for 6. He pulled that one down too flat.
And you called it right, Matthew. Look at it on the replay. Short delivery, pulling it down, literally smashed. Once it came off the meat of the bat, he had the power and another maximum.
Yeah, your eyesight has got to be very good when you come down to this stage of the game. Dwayne Dick picked that up beautifully and smashed it for 6.
He's gone to 10 from 2 deliveries. So he's right on the money here at Malteenoes.
That was a slow one, of course, the spinner. Dick had to wait on that till next year to play it. And he got it down behind point.
A smart cricket there once again by Anthony Adams. He realized the last one, he tried to pull it down, smacked the ball into the pitch, did not get the kind of result. Smack for a 6, the next one a little further up, but slower, just a single.
And then the other's got his green helmet on to the spinner. Of course, he probably expects the fast bowler to come back, and he would still be out there anyhow. He's on 1. Lifting that into the onside. Where is that gone? It's gone for another 6. I didn't even see that one initially, Jeet, because I'm looking at the screen. I didn't see where that ball went, but I knew it would have gone a bit far. So he's picked up a 6 there to take his total up to 7.
Now that's a great flick shot, and he got enough power in it and the elevation as well to go over mid-wicket for that maximum. Bhavendra Dindyal, fine shot.
In the air. It was wide. Catch will be taken. Taken. Easy does it for Anthony Adams. Picks up his 3rd wicket. 3 for 23 from his 2 overs. Look at that. He leant into it, but he didn't go across his off stump, or else he would have covered it better and probably would have picked up a boundary of 6. In fact, top edge, catch taken, 91 for the loss of 5, 8 overs gone.
Adams 3 for 23 from his 2 overs so far. He has broken that middle there. 3 vital wickets, and the skipper is leading from the front with the ball in his hand there. Bhavendra Dindyal had to stretch way outside the line of the off stump with a horizontal bat. There was no way he's going to control that one. And, I only hope that we're not talking too much about it. But as a batsman out in the middle, I would like to see them use their feet, select the deliveries. That is one he could have come out further outside the line of the off stump and go over the cover of extra cover. When you're going to strain yourself to reach, you can't control it. And that man we're seeing on screen here, Raymond Perez, picked up the first hat-trick in the tournament, 3 for 4 at Enmore, and he's been given the ball in his hand here once again.
Yes, Perez is a nice, good little all-round cricketer. Not a bad cricketer at all. That slammed away into the offside. There's a field at long off. He feels.
Yesterday we saw Devon Lord picking up a helmet trick. It was amazing.
Yes, and you'll get that happening in these formats, T10, T20. Carlos LaRose is on strike. That's a nice shot. They're going to get 2 here, I make it. Yes, they come back for 2. He gets himself off the mark.
It's a good-looking shot. It was in the air, no problem whatsoever. Fell in no man's land. That's the farthest end of the boundary there. He picked up 2 runs. Good running between the wickets.
Top teams in Georgetown. Perez plays for DCC, and of course, Devon Lord plays for GCC. So you expect those guys, they always practice a lot, so you expect them to come a bit good at some point in time.
Perez has actually struggled with the bat. Just can't get the ball away so far. One is hoping that he comes good at some stage. His team needs him to deliver. So far, just 3 runs off the force, 2 deliveries.
Bisecting long off and long on here. Good shot for a boundary.
Well, Matthew, if you're looking for a boundary, that's the place to hit it back past the bowler. And with long off and long on wide, once you get a power in it, it will definitely go to the boundary for 4. That's a superb shot by LaRose.
Yes, 98 for 5. Pulled into the leg side now. Taken 1 and that's all they'll be. Just 1 short of the 100 now, Jeet. So you're looking at 8.4 overs, 99 for 5. That's what we're talking about. Get over 100 plus, make a good game of it. Perez, 8 runs from his 4 balls so far.
And the highest target that has been chased down is 82 for victory. So that will tell you how precious that 99 on the board is.
Dick on 12 from 4. Over the wicket, the right-hander. That's played down to long on wide. They're going to get 2 here. Good running. Good running. The 100 coming up. 101 for 5. 1 delivery left to complete the 9th over here at Malteenoes. That run rate again lingering nicely just under 12. 11.43. Final delivery for Perez. Smashed through the offside. Brilliant to watch. A boundary to Dwayne Dick to carry him up to 18 from 6 balls. At the end of 9, 105 for 5 Jeet. That's a good score so far by the Jaguars.
Yes, and a diving effort went into vein here. Look, that was it pretty hard. Left the bat in a hurry. And Alvin Mahabir down there had no chance whatsoever. So a great way to end the over. 9 gone, 105 for the loss of 5. How many more you think they can get, Matthew?
Well, the last over coming up, 4 men, of course, outside the 30-yard.
5 actually will be allowed.
Beg your pardon. I think they should get maybe about 10 to 12. If they, in this last over, they could get that or even more.
Yes.
That should be minimum.
Yes, look at that, what you're seeing on the screen there. Tedious level. We're talking about catches there so far and dismissals. 5 matches, 6 catches. These catches have all been brilliant.
Back over the head of the bowler. And into the boundary for 4. 109 for 5. So we're talking maybe 12 minimum. They probably will get more.
Well, they should be getting more. 5
Yes.
wickets still standing there. Both of these are set out in the middle. And LaRose has been striking the ball with perfection.
So 120 plus is not bad at all. Here's a ball that's smashed. That's gone. Wide long on 6. Big shot by LaRose. He can hit a ball hard. Look at the replay again. Brilliant from this young man. Reach for it beautifully. And that's sweet. Sweet timing. Bat onto ball beautifully. LaRose is 17 from 5 balls with 2 fours and a 6.
Yes, and Mickle can be touching down there. That was in a corridor where he can swing the bat through the arc. Got it beautifully.
This time he's driving it through the offside, through the mid-off area. Perez is down there. One more to the total. So we're looking at 120 plus in there with 3 deliveries left. 125, 128. Not bad at all. Slammed away into the offside. There's a field out there in the sweeper position, of course, and they get 1.
That was a better length delivery to bowl here by Kwesi Mikel. Because once he bowled that length, you have the extra cover on the boundary. Unless the batter delays the shot and then goes through the cover region. But that's a better length.
12 runs from his over so far. Wide of the off stump. That's smart work. That was played straight to the field at extra cover. And they only could get 1.
Matthew LaRose should have been on his knees there and getting that one over the top of cover. He actually dragged himself to reach where the ball was.
Final delivery of their innings. That's pulled away through mid-wicket. 4 runs, a diving effort of the fielder at mid-wicket on the boundary. Couldn't get there, and they end with a boundary. 10 overs gone. 122 for 5. A good score in the context of this game in the Jeet. A diving effort from the young man from Balgobin. And that went to his left. So they end at 122 for 5, Jeet. Let's hear your thoughts on that score and how the Anacondas will reply to that.
I think that's an excellent score, 122. You look at Leon Andrews just won, Hemraj 34, Shemroy Barrington 28, Kemal Savory 6, Dwayne Dick in the end, good 23 from 8, Mavendra Dindyal 7 from 3, Carlos LaRose not out on 19, fine innings by the young man, came to the party in the last couple of overs. And look at the bowling department, 3 for 23 from 2 overs, Anthony Adams, well done. 2 for 15 from 2, Abdul Ramsami, none for 16, Bruce Vincent. Mikel, none for 28, very expensive. None for 16, Tajas Lovell, expensive as well, the bowling figures. So we will be waiting for the reply by the Anacondas. They have to chase down that 122. They'll need 123. We'll take maybe an 8 minutes break and we will be right back. But just before then,
yes, 2:30, next match coming up, Demerara Hawks versus Demerara Pitbulls. So you've had an Essequibo affair and you'll have a Demerara affair when the next game starts at 2:30 after the innings of the Anacondas.
Yes, join us in another 8 minutes for the second half of this game.
Stay with me. Stay with me. You got me right? Still getting me now? How about now? Good, good, good.
And welcome back to the Malteenoes Sports ground here in the beautiful city of Georgetown. The Guyana T10 Blast, match number 16. The Essequibo Jaguars versus the Essequibo Anacondas. The Jaguars batted first and they got up to 122 for 5 in their 10 overs with good scores from Hemraj 34, Barrington 28, Dick was unbeaten on 23, and LaRose unbeaten on 19. Pick up the bowlers, Adams 3 for 23 and Ramsamy 2 for 16. We're about to witness now the start of the Anacondas innings, and Balgobin will be taking strike, 4 extras to complete that total of 122 for 5, and the wickets falling at 258, 73, 77, 91. First ball, Balgobin, the left-hander gets himself off the mark. Jomal Lafleur, the bowler. So they need 123 to win. Jeet is alongside me again, the retired headmaster from Myconi. Jeet looks a bit tough, but the Anacondas have been unbeaten so far. What are your expectations of them as the right-hander comes into strike?
Yes, well, they have to turn all over what the statistics are saying. Only one score above 80, have been chased down to win the game.
Wow.
82 was that. So definitely the team that is batting here, they're under serious pressure. They have to keep up that 12 runs and over. They can't fall below that, and they have to maintain wickets as well. Always difficult to chase down. But these two guys out in the middle there, Usher Dave Balgobin and Kevin Bodie, they can hit the ball. Once they stay there, runs will come.
And teams seem to like the right-hand, left-hand combination. Here is Bodie hitting that. That's gone for, is it 6?
Yes, it is. It's smacked into the chain link fence down at Long On. Fine shot by Kevin Bodie.
Nicely tossed up. Went for the drive. Good contact. And picked up at the first boundary of the innings from the second delivery in the form of a 6. Look at Bodie's form. Not an 8 so far. Down the leg side. They're going to get some more runs here. Wides. I make it.
Now, if you want a start to really challenge that 122, here is the start that they're getting. 12 without loss and just how many? 2 deliveries sent down so far. Match on.
5 wides. I didn't see the Jaguars. Well, the Anacondas didn't give that away. When they bowled, 5 wides always precious.
Catch it! Stop it! Right
A smash to the offside.
Good. Keep going.
And the intention here is good. You want to see that intent to score. And this has now brought the left-handed Balgobin into strike. And he has this thing about him that he's going to smack maybe the first 3 deliveries he faced, he's going to smack a 6.
Yeah,
so look out, this might very well be one of them.
His highest is 37 so far in this tournament. 6 matches. Bowling round the wicket to the left-hander.
Right there.
Gets a run.
Get the ball.
They must be able to capitalize on. No, this is not good run in between the two of them. You want to get every single run when you're chasing down a large target. But you look at Balgobin there, he looks very, very comfortable. That ball came off from the meat of the bat.
Exciting young left-hander. I think he's been playing for Everest for a little while now. A long time. And he's developing his cricketing skills nicely. Kevin Bodie, on the other hand, he's been around for some time. That's a little bit wide of the off stump, a little bit of bounce on that occasion, Jeet. And that outfoxed Bodie on that occasion. He didn't get back onto it. They need 109.
Yes, Kevin Bodie, strike rate of 147.31, 246 runs in T10 affairs. So he's had some experience in T10 cricket. Off the back foot, will he beat the field? He does. Boy, that was hit with sweet timing. The placement was even better. Top-notch shot off the bat of Kevin Bodie. Well played, 1 gone, 18 without loss. Look at the replay there, Matthew.
Absolutely brilliant from Bodie. Threw everything at it. It was a decent shot, of course, and he picked up a boundary. Smashed it through the offside. That's the cricket he likes. He likes to go after everything, Kevin Bodie. He's a big hitter of the ball.
Yes, Himrat 34, Barrington 28, Dwayne Dick 23. Good innings by Dwayne Dick in the end, 122 for 5. Look at Anthony Adams, 3 for 23 from 2, 2 for 15 from 2 by Abdul Ramsami. Those are brilliant figures. Taken into consideration, the team made 122.
That's true. That's true. They bowled very well, I thought. They set things up nicely. Would have wanted to restrict them to maybe 100, just under 100, but that wasn't to be. And that's the thing about T10 cricket and even T20 cricket. Sometimes it's difficult to contain batters when you see they get going. And Chandrapal Hemraj's innings was well put together. Nice 34. Barrington, good support, 28. And then you saw Dick at the end there, 23 from 8. That's what you wanted. And of course, Carlos Rose was unbeaten on 19 at the end as well. So they really came good at the end of the innings after those couple of wickets fell in the middle.
Yes, was a brilliant innings by Chandrapal Hemraj. I looked the like of him today. Many deliveries came up. The meat of the bat, his 6s and 4 that he smacked were with authority. And he's getting back into that form. I guess that the entire Guyanese nation will want to see him bat. He's a precious commodity here. Can bat, you just want him to deliver.
Carlos Rose, the best of 2 for 16 in this tournament so far. First ball is smashed.
And I was telling you, Matthew, he has this knack about him. Maybe between the third and second delivery, he's going to smash a 6. That's the third delivery he faced. And over the top of cover, look at this one here. Boy, beautiful shot here by the left-hander. I think his dad and his mum is in this building that we are watching their son. Down the track, short, in the air, Andrews. Oh, Andrews, a better effort. Could have made it competitive. Pushing out those long arms when the ball had already gone. Should have done a little bit better with that one, Matthew.
Yeah, that beat him into the backward square like boundary. And that's the thing. You've got Andrews, a big tall man down there. Look at him. Stretching for all he's worth. A couple of steps. The soldier wasn't fit enough. Couldn't get there a boundary.
And he's on the borderline there, the soldier man. And you look at Balgobin, 4, 11, 8, and 37. So he's just beginning to get into the nick of things here, Balgobin.
Yeah, he's got the talent. Look at that.
Going again on the back foot. Has he enough? That's a huge shot. That's gone for a maximum. Well, he's rocked on the back foot, picked it on the up, and delivered what his team is looking for.
Look at the replay. This youngster has got talent. On the up. Picked it up on the up. Went through with the drive beautifully. And we would say in CPL a maximum. That was a maximum.
Yes, Guyana T10 Blast maximum.
But I admire his talent. He's very talented. And I've been admiring the way he plays his shots. He plays some lovely shots. He times the ball well, the left-hander. And I, at one point in time when I was watching Balgobin, I said to myself, I wonder if this guy can really play some wonderful cricketing shots. He's doing it now.
Well, will the catch be taken now? LaRose settles and takes it. He's not going to drop them. He was in 2 minds there, Dave Balgobin. And this is the way the youngster plays. When he gets them, he looks brilliant. And sometimes looks pretty ordinary when he doesn't. He has to come back for 18 from 5, 34 for 1. We're in over number 2. Good wicket to get 1-4. 2 6s, a strike rate of 300. Would have been a joy for the spectators for him to stay out there a little bit in the middle. Going again, it wasn't really up there that he was looking for. And LaRose took a simple catch. He's a goner.
And sometimes I wonder, G, the run rate, excellent. 34, you didn't have to play that shot. Not every ball you're going to hit like some batters can do in T20 and T10 cricket. Look at Sharfin Rutherford, for example, in Canada. That's how he got himself very famous worldwide in the Canadian T10 cricket as well. Right, but you're not going to do that from every ball. You give it away. Their commentators curse. I was just talking about him. And then he did.
Raymond Perez, not 15, 8, and 3. He has not lived up to his expectations. He's a national player. Did reasonably well on his first outing for his country, Guyana. We're talking about the Harpy Eagles at the regional 4-day championship. Will this be the day when we see Raymond Perez coming good? We shall see.
Yeah, he's a classy player. Times the ball well. Loves to play the ball along the ground. Very good timer of the ball. Good use of his wrist. Good wristy player. And it's left to see how he will play now because your team is in a good position. 34 for 1, you're in the second over. Nothing to panic about. That's why Balgobin didn't have to play that shot. He could have still been there, but Perez gets his first ball now from Carlos Rose.
And this one hits the stump and it's going to ricochet. It's going to come down towards the boundary. Well, sometimes life can be hard. That was absolutely hard to happen. Looking for the run out. The ball cannon into the stumps. Went into no man land.
Let's watch the replay here. Yes, on the back foot, got it through the offside. The return comes in, hits the stumps directly. The batter was home, of course. And then it went away, ricocheted from the stumps down to the boundary for 4. You make that, what, 5 runs? Oh, my 11 runs to Kevin Bodie from 4 balls. 1-4 and 1-6. 39 for 1. This is good. This is not a problem at all for the Anacondas. So they need 84 in 49 balls. Kevin Bodie is on strike. So 2 right-handers out there now.
1 to come.
And Jeet, they seem set to continue to improve their record with another win.
Well, we shall see. They're a long way from that at the moment. Bodie is swinging at this one. In the air is going to fall safe. Bodie looking to come down there for a single. And the keeper came out savory. Coming there. Could have been some danger there. You do not want to lose wickets in a hurry. The scoring rate is already healthy. 39 for 1. 2 overs gone.
Yes, a little bit of comedy of errors. He came outside his off. So I'm looking to work the ball away through the leg side. He was hit on the pass, but that was going down the leg side. And then he was out of his ground and had to hustle back in. Looked very comical, but that's what you see in T10 and T20 cricket.
What do you make of the mood that we are seeing there on just below that old scoreboard? Emerald 34, Barrington 28, Dwayne Dick 23, Adams 3 for 23, Sammy 2 for 15, Bruce Vincent none for 16. Balgobin went for 18, was a quick fire 18 from 6, Kevin Bodie 11 from 5, Raymond Perez 5 from 1 delivery.
And the Rose 1 for 21 so far. Yes, over number 3 about to start. Kemal Seri marshalling his forces. He needs a victory. He's just got 5 points before this game. He wants to improve. We've got a second match coming up between the two Demerara sides at 2:30. That's going to be a big one, and I suspect we'll have an even better crowd to watch that game. Ashmead Ned now comes into the attack. 7 matches under his belt. The left-hand orthodox spinner is hit in the air, and that's gone. For a maximum, we would say, but a 6. Umpire Digars had some work to do with his hands today out there, signaling 6. Nice shot, first ball from Ned.
That was a fantastic shot here. Ned floating one up on the line of the off stump. Raymond Perez going through the line of the delivery. Had enough. That's gone away for a maximum.
Keep going.
That's the first time. This is match number 16 we're witnessing that Raymond Perez has looked comfortable. We have seen so many edges in his short innings. Boy, this one came off from the meat of the bat. Good for him.
Third man backward point cover, extra cover long off. There's a mid-on, mid-wicket on the boundary, backward square.
Good bowling. Good bowling.
And that's played back to the bowler. And then there's a short fine leg inside the 30-yard circle.
Matthew, and this is great competition. We're watching out in the middle there. Ashmead Ned, a young man on the rise. Raymond Perez, a youngster on the rise as well. He's going again, even better. That's going to go in the tutorial compound once again. Short of a good length, and he picked it up. The timing was perfect. Great shot by Raymond Perez.
They're all too familiar, teammate to teammate. They both play for DCC. So I suppose Perez, knowing Ashmead Ned and his skills, knows how we can beat him off his length, and he just did that. 2 6s.
Yes, and Dr. Ronaldo Magarello, our scorer here, says that's the fastest 50 in the tournament so far.
Credit to the
Over
Anacondas.
number 3, they are already 51 for the loss of 1. They're hurry here. They want another destination.
It shows the strength of their batting, and that's important in T10 and T20 cricket. Your batting has got to be good from the top, and they're showing why they're so good, and they haven't lost the matches yet.
Appeal for a run out, but he's home. Umpire Nankumar Shiv Sankar, the headmaster, says not out. When you hear teacher say this is his boss, you have to accept and walk away.
You've retired, he hasn't retired as yet. And he's out there in the middle still doing good service for his country.
Matthew, this is a great chase that we are seeing. Both 11 runs from 5 deliveries there. And this has been a fantastic start. They need 71 from 44 balls.
I think Perez has made Budi look like a middle order batsman here. He's 18 from 5. They both faced 5 deliveries, and Budi's got 11.
Well, it was a yes, yes, no, no. And the cheers are coming from the spectators here. Good turn up of spectators to watch.
71 needed in 43 balls. That's not a problem whatsoever. That's easy going for the Anacondas.
And with this start, you don't want to get yourself in a rut. You want to ensure you pick up those singles, but young Ned will not afford that. 3 overs gone. His first over cost him 13. It's 52 for the loss of 1.
An expensive over for Ashmead Ned. We know he has come back as well from the regional 4-day tournament. He's done well and picked up a number of wickets. So he's got the talent, he's got the ability. He's still a young man. This is a different kettle of fish. It's T10 cricket. And you look at the bars there, doing very well. The Anacondas, fastest 50 so far in the tournament.
Lots of cricket talk to Balgobin, 18 from 6. Bodhi still there on 11. Raymond Perez, 18 from 5. By far his best inning so far. And Raymond Perez is looking extremely dangerous out in the middle.
And when you play a lot of white ball cricket, T10 and T20 all over the world, you're going to expect in T20 cricket for teams to get up to close to 300 plus and so on. And then what that does, it makes the game improve overall, because even in the longer version, cricketers are going to score quickly as well.
Yes, we have seen some fantastic scores this season in T20. And doesn't deliver here, Chandrapal Hemraj. He has a golden arm. And he has a strange hairstyle, a punk. We have seen they're very prominent in this Guyana T10 Blast.
Yeah, 9 matches, 2 for 41. His best bowling. Chandrapal Hemraj. He's good with ball in hand as well. He's picked up some wickets even in the CPL tournament when he played for Guyana.
Where is he going? The return comes in here. Has to be careful here, Raymond Perez. You don't want to get run out. And I think this is a good strategy by Chandrapal Hemraj. Nothing full. He is just hitting the pitch at the right length. That's gone. That's a huge one. It's going to go onto the road. Over wide long on. Great shot by Raymond Perez. Just missing his length. Give him the opportunity to get under it. Another fantastic shot. 24 from 8. Take that.
And you'll notice not many vehicles are parked outside the ground in that direction because balls are hit there a lot. Most of them are parked further up because they know that these guys are going to hit the ball out the ground. That was a beautiful stroke.
You yourself an insurance man.
I'm parked in the ground. I don't think any ball will get to that vehicle there.
And
but
just in
58
case,
for 1.
Just in case.
Just
it's fully covered.
I'm fully covered. But I'm still going to see compensation from whoever hits the ball there.
Perez. And he's swinging at this one. That's gone down towards long on. This time, just a single. But it left the bat in a hurry.
He's just a sweet timer of the ball. Nice soft hands, touch player. Loves to cut the ball, drive through the offside. And when he plays along the ground a lot, he looks so fantastic. Such a good player to watch. Came back with some runs on his belt. Just concluded regional tournament. And that would do his confidence a lot. He's 25 from 9. Good batting.
And I'll tell you here, Matthew, that I feel that the Jaguars should be in a little bit of a bother. 60 for 1. 1 delivery remaining over number 4. to end the power play. They need 63 from 37 balls, 9 wickets standing. Huge advantage here to the Anacondas.
Yeah, it's all about picking up wickets because the runs are there for the taking. Look at that. Not a nice shot. Use of the wrist through mid-wicket area. That's the end of the over. 4 gone. The power play over. 61 for the loss of 1.
So the current run rate is 15.25. The required run rate 10.33. Those fellas, they know their cricket under the shades of some branches there. Kevin Sinclair. Andrew Light Jr. have been told as well. And Kevin Sinclair, like the hat that he has there. Jomel Lafour, none for 18. LaRose, 1 for 21. Ned, none for 13. Hemraj, none for 9. The bowling figures there.
Yeah, 5 extras, those wides given away by, I think it was LaFleur in the first over. Since then, they've tightened up nicely. So the power play over, 5 outside the 30-yard circle now. But the runs are gettable, easy to get the runs. What the Jaguars have got to do is pick up wickets.
Yes, and the batting team, the Anacondas, do not want to get in a lull. You do not want to lose momentum. You don't want to lose the confidence level. So you're not going to go helter-skelter at every single delivery because the required run rate has dropped from that 15 to 10.33. That makes it much more easier for them.
Yeah, look at Niall Smith. 10 innings, 11 matches, 1 for 10. He is a key bowler in the Guyana lineup, of course, at regional level. His current form, what? 1-1-1-1. So 4 wickets on this belt from the 4 matches.
And he has operated from a short run. We are accustomed to see him from the long run. And he has been impressive, Niall Smith. Why not? He's a national player here. And his team will be calling on him now to go to that reserve that he has. Give them 1 or 2 wickets to bring them back in this game. But the way these 2 boys have been going so far, Bodhi just slowed down a little, but he realized that Perez is going after the ball. No need to go from both ends. When I say no need, I'm talking about the extra risk.
And you're correct with that, Jeet, because these batters don't need to panic at all. They're scoring well. Nice run rate of what, 15 plus. So they need 62 from 36 balls. That could never be a problem. It's all about shot selection, the balls to choose to play at. They can come out with a thumping victory here by 9 wickets or 8 wickets. It's all about how these 2 guys play out here, and they're looking good so far.
Whoa, that crashed into the helmet. No, thank God whoever invented the helmet. I think that Raymond Perez, they will immediately take the helmet off and examine what's happening. Is he hit behind the ears? Well,
Physio going out.
yes, Angelica Holder is going to ensure that she goes through the paces. Maybe ask you, Raymond Perez, are you in Saudi Arabia? Where are you at the moment?
You never want to see this in cricket. I never really want to see this. We've had some dangerous moments in the game of cricket worldwide where this has happened to a number of players. I've gotten them into trouble, injured, kept them out of the game for a while as well. So this is never easy.
Matthew, that one kicked off the pitch on the replay there. And Perez, he tried to take evasive action, took his eyes off the ball, and slammed into that helmet. Thank God he has protection there. And the youngster is standing out in the middle there.
Seems to be okay, and thank God that Niall Smith is not bowling from a long run because his rhythm would have been better and he would have bowled even faster.
Well, maybe he can stick the bowling from a short run-up. You look at this here. The Guyana T10 Blast so far. Berbice Caimans won by 3 runs against the Piranhas. Anacondas won by 8 runs against the Hawks. Pitbulls won by 45 against Caimans. Jaguars, today will they win? Coming up a little bit later today, the Demerara Hawks, they will take on the Demerara Pitbulls. That match is scheduled to start at 14 hours 30.
That's going to be a cracker.
You have the point system, Matthew.
Right, Anacondas with 8 points, Pitbulls 7, the Caimans 5. So, not doing too badly. And that's Kevin Bodie for you picking up a boundary outside the leg stump. And he pivoted and he swung it nicely backward of square.
Well,
And picked up a boundary.
Niles Smith there was looking to get the short ball onto the body again. This time straight down the leg side, and Bodie picked it up nicely. Didn't get the bounce he was looking for too, and gets a boundary. That's revenge.
Yes, and what Bodie has to do is just wait on the bad balls and put them away. He has this way of playing very ultra aggressive. We know of his ability, but there are times when you've got to temper the rush of blood and play very sensible cricket. 16 from 9. Perez 27 from 11. Nothing's wrong with that. That's good cricket.
Yes.
Out in the middle there.
Yeah, and once they keep that required run rate within the 10, the 9 range with wickets in hand, they can get that. The thing is, their calculation out in the middle is very, very important. Trust that their mathematics is good.
Yeah, mid-wicket, backward square on the boundary. There's cover on the boundary. Looking at the men outside the 30-yard. You've got third man wide on the boundary. So they're placed there, positioned there. And then you've got fine leg, long leg on the boundary. So that's where the 5 guys are, outside the 30-yard for Kevin Bodie. But he had to wait on that one. And then smashed it into the onside.
And now Raymond Perez will come back in strike. No doubt. Inside at the back of his head, he will know what he faced in the previous delivery when he was smacked on the helmet. It could be a little bit jittery there. Will he go for revenge? Look to hit a maximum?
3 sixes so far in his innings.
Well, that's brilliantly played. Stepping on the back foot, waiting for it at the last moment, opening the face of the bat and getting it down towards the finest of third man for a boundary.
Walked across his stumps. Look at that. Nice soft hands, opened the face, got it along the ground. Third man had no chance whatsoever. He was a bit too wide, and he picked up a boundary.
Well, Raymond Perez, his brains are in the right position, and that shot will tell you how good it was. Oh.
Well, Niles Smith saw him backing away, and he pushed it a little bit wide of the off stump. 3 sixes and 1 4 in his innings of 31 from 13 balls so far. Sums up his intent and how he's been playing so far. 52 needed in 31 balls.
Yes, 10.06 the required run rate. That's short, he's edging, and that's going to go away for 4 once again, eluding the keeper, Kemal Savory, and he's getting revenge no matter how they come. He's going to take them. 5 overs gone, 75 for 1. More from you, Matthew, and you'll be joined by John Ramsing.
15 per over, so 48 in 30 balls. Niles Smith, none for 14 from his first over. Hit for 3 fours in that over. And a couple of singles. Perez 35 from 14 with 3 sixes and 1 4. And Kevin Bodie 17 from 10. They've done the work. They've done the work that is necessary. And John Ramsing has joined me. John, very interesting, but looks like an easy afternoon for the Anacondas. That snake is going to do well with his meal today. Welcome, John.
Thank you very much. 48 from 30, that's the equation. Anacondas in the driver's seat. The fastest 50 for a team belongs to the Anacondas. So with that momentum and a rejuvenated Raymond Perez, momentum is with the Anacondas. They're top of the points table.
And Perez needed to come good, no doubt. He's a good touch player, as we were saying earlier. As Chandrapal Hemraj starts his second over. That's swung around for 4. Nicely picked up by Kevin Bodie. He gets another boundary. They're coming rapidly now for the Anacondas. Look at that.
Yeah, it was on the line of his leg stump. So just had to help it along its way. Did that nicely. Yeah, the boundaries are coming. 44 from 29, you'll take that any day.
Very confident, these two batters out there. Very confident.
The highest successful run chase is 82.
Right.
If they get to this target, this will be the highest successful run chase.
You're not a fortune teller, are you, in terms of cricket? Are you anticipating that the Anacondas can win the tournament?
I haven't seen that far, but a good partnership of 45 so far.
Yeah, Adams, Mickle, Ramsamy, their batters to come. That's a nice shot.
So batting in partnerships because Ushadeva Balgobin started and he really got them off to a flying start, 34 for the first wicket and now 30 and now 46 for the second. So batting in partnerships is very important for the Anacondas because in 10 overs you want to expect many batters to get opportunities. So those who will get in will want to make it count.
Straight smashing that. High and hard over the head of the bowler for 6.
Fifth partnership now between Perez and Bori. And like I said, it's a good rejuvenation for Perez. He's been under the radar, I must say. Now, this innings will do him a world of good.
Kevin Bodie has been sedate in this partnership, just 11, Perez 41. So it says a lot about what Perez came out to do here today. And then you look at the top 4 to me, John, for the Anacondas are good. Pretty good. And then you've got the likes of Joshua Jones and others to come down the order. But that top 4 is very important for any T10 team. And they're showing why they're good.
And that's the point I'm making. And not a lot of batters will get the opportunity, but once you get there, you must make it count. There he goes again. Just a firm push in the air. And umpire Nandkumar Shiv Sankar says another 6.
Hitting the higher part of the fence again, another straight 6. Look at that. On the replay, this is good batting skills. In this format of the game, very good shot. Perez has hit now 5 sixes, I make it, in his innings of 47. Heading up for half century, 92 for 1 in the 6th.
This game was highly anticipated. 2 top teams, consistent teams. Anacondas and Jaguars, now they're going neck and neck. 31 to get from 25.
The 2 Demerara teams coming up to 30. You think that's going to be a cracker as well? Good players in those sides.
He's going to keep strike for the start of the new over. I'm sure his side will be very happy with that. Jaguars badly want to see the back of Raymond Perez on the verge of a good half century.
Yeah, they need 30 from 24 balls. That run rate is still at 15, which is very good. Exceptional in the circumstances. Budi 22 from 13. He's been a shadow in Perez's, alongside Perez, who's been the aggressor. 48 from 17. Look at that. 22 from 13. Balgobin got a nice 18. Carlos Arroz 1 for 21 so far. The only wickets have fallen. So the bowling department for the Jaguars haven't been penetrative enough. They've given away a lot of runs, including 5 wides. And you look at the pigeons on the ground, they love Malteenoes because the other day when I was umpiring last weekend, they were all over the ground, flying around in their groups.
The birds are out. Good to see the birds coming out.
Inderjeet said they love mating.
That's the equation. 30 from 24.
2 to get a half century. Perez will be well deserved. He's on strike. 9-3 for 1. Would you believe it? 15.50 that run rate. All they require is 7.5. A net scoring form, 6 wickets from 4 matches. Well, he will need to pick up about 2 in this over and set some panic in the camp of the Anacondas. Can he pick up 2 wickets?
He has the ability. 13 in his first over. Bowling to his teammate, traditional teammate at DCC. Slightly bubble.
Good work.
Yeah, they didn't take the run, of course.
I don't want it over. Keep going.
Sometimes it's always dangerous to go for a run out on the
game
misfield. But 93 for 1, so 30 needed. Big shot. Lovely shot. Picked it up beautifully. What a way to bring up your half century. Well played to Raymond Perez. 99 for the loss of 1. That's a 6-6 now. I make it, if my mathematics is correct, 54, 19 balls, 2 fours, and 6 sixes. Look at that strike rate, 282. Fantastic
Keep going,
knock
Ned. Keep
from
going,
young
Ned.
Raymond Perez from
going.
BCC.
Just what the doctor ordered for him. He was really under some pressure before, but coming now, this is a good knock for him.
Catch it! Good work. Good effort. Good effort.
That will bring up
Good
the
effort.
100. So 100 coming
Good
up.
work, Neddy.
Nice partnership as
Keep going, Ned.
well
Keep going, Ned.
of 66 for the second wicket. We had a good partnership as well when the Jaguars batted for the second wicket as well. So 100 for 1 in the 7th over. Ned, none for 20. He's been hit around a bit here. This is different cricket now. It's not 4-day regional. It's not even T20. It's simply T10. Helped around the corner. It's Kevin Booty. So they need 22 from 20 balls to wrap up another victory. John Ramsing on the trot. That'll make it 5 in a row. And 5 is a good number. 5 is my number.
This one is flicked away. Heading towards the boundary at square leg. And will trickle into the boundary. So the runs continue to flow. If you're coming into the ground, you want to see runs, this is the game for you.
He's making batting look so simple out here. The bowling has not been good at all from the Jaguars. They've been hit all over the place. They've not looked the part at all.
He has taken a liking to Ashmedner. That one has gone, traveling the distance. And now the equation is getting even simpler. 12 to get from 18.
A lot of balls have been lost in the tutorial high school ground. You know that. A lot of balls you can find there. Maybe about over 50 balls plus.
Fourth player to bring up half century in this year's tournament. And has the opportunity to go very close to the highest individual score, 83, which was made by Quentin Sampson. Not enough runs to go past it, but it can get pretty close. Really good knock from Raymond Perez. And Kevin Bodie, a silent partner the other end, doing a very good job as well.
Yeah, it's coming down to an easy victory actually for the Anacondas. If I may say that in advance for them. They're on Nelson, 111 for 1, so all the ones. So they need, 12 from 18 balls. So that could never be a problem with 9 wickets in hand. Perez has done the work, 65 from 22. A brilliant innings. If we thought Chandrapal Hemraj played well for his 34, we'll look at 65 from 22. Excellent. Bodie 22. Dimitri Cameron, in his 4th match, just 1 wicket, 1 for 24. His economy is a bit high, of course, 15. But anybody's economy can be high in this format of the game. Even the best of bowlers in the world, their economies are pretty high. That's why these formats are really for batsmen, for batters. I would say not so much for bowlers.
Dimitri Cameron. I asked him yesterday during one of them, while he was not playing, what is his role in the tournament?
Let's go, gentlemen. Let's go.
Because he's in this team as a specialist fast bowler, but not getting enough opportunities. And of course, batters are at the top of the order doing the work for his side. So it's good to see that he's getting a chance. But look at when, with just 12 runs required from 18 deliveries.
I suppose he's been asked to perform a miracle here for the Jaguars. I suppose he's going a bit cautious as well, wanting to remain fit and so on, Dimitri Cameron. In the context of good delivery, first delivery, close to the body of the right-hander, Kevin Booty. Look at that. Not bad at all. I was pitched on middle and off. And going further down.
Yeah, in white ball, it's ill-directed. But other than that, it's a good delivery.
But you know these days,
Pace
John, how
and
they
bounce.
interpret it is where the ball pitches, huh?
Slower bouncer, but the lack of pace, not only beating the batter, look at that, beating the keeper as well. Nice slow bouncer, the keeper just can't hold on.
Makes it easier. 8 to get now.
Nice partnership of 81 from just 34 deliveries. Body 22.
Let me see if I'm good, John. What my scorer says. 9 extras, would that be? So far? Or a little more? 9? 10. I'm short by 1, John.
It was just too much work for Cameron to do. And chances are he will not get a second over. So just have to make the most of this one. Pick up some wickets. Peg back the scoring rate. Just try to have a good performance for yourself.
Yeah, 7 needed. Perez on driving for 1. But he's looked the part, no doubt. Got a chance to play at the senior level for Guyana. Didn't start that well, of course, not always expected, but came good at the end.
1 hit away now for the Anacondas with Bodie on strike. That's a big appeal given out. That was adjacent, and I can see you wearing your umpire's cap, Matthew, agreeing with umpire Nankumar Shiv Sankar. He's gone for 23 from 18. 3 fours and 1 6. Well played, Kevon Bodie. Good partnership. Broken. 117 now for the loss of 2.
Yeah, let's have a look at that. Ball pitched on what? Off stump and nipped back in a bit. Given out by umpire Shiv Sankar, so 117 for 2. Thaddeus Lovell comes out.
Would you have given that out? That is level of strike rate of 163 plus.
Yeah, my colleague asking me on the left, he said he didn't think that was out, but it looked pretty close to me. He was on the back foot, he didn't come forward. That had to be clipping leg stump. If I'm going to estimate and give that decision, well.
Lovell, not a lot of work to do.
Right arm over. One
Has
to
had
come.
2 starts, 7 and 10. To go with 2 ducks as well. Did he get going or nothing? First ball, 6 runs to him. So the assault or the onslaught continues, even with a new bowler, and that is the winning run.
That's it, guys. That's time.
Yeah, Thaddeus Lovell hits the ball very hard. I was watching him in a game right here at Malteenoes not too long back, and he can really strike the ball hard. That's the end of the game, so the Anacondas have done it again. That snake is in good form.
Clinical performance. So Shudef Balgabin started things off 18 from 6, 4 and 2 sixes. Boris, good support, 23 with 3 fours and 1 6. But look at Raymond Perez, 3 fours and 7 sixes, 66 from 23. Really responsible for this big run chase. 123 for the loss of 2. Comprehensive victory by 8 wickets.
12 balls to spare, clinical victory. That's what you want in T10 cricket. Sad to say that the Jaguars didn't bat well enough. When you look at what's going on the floor, just didn't get a wicket, one to LaRose and one to Dimitri Cameron, just the wicket takers. The others didn't get in the wickets column, 10 extras. And after 8 overs, 123 for 2, winning by 8 wickets with 2 overs to spare. Comprehensive victory. The Anacondas are on top. They move to what? 10 points? I make it. John, they're well set to go on further in this tournament and make further inroads.
A 100% record for them. Them are Hawks and Pitbulls coming up in a short while. We trust that you can join us for that one. This is how it is. The Anacondas, like I said, 5 wins, 100% record for them. Pitbulls, 7, just on their tails really. And the Caimans and Jaguars in the middle. Piranhas not far behind them, but the Hawks needed some inspiration to get above. All right, so that's the end of match number 16. We come back with match number 16 in a short while right here at Malteenoes. Do join us.